What's going on, guys? This is Greggatron. This is my top 10 list for my favorite Joe Budden songs of all time. Now, I've been a fan for about 5 years, and I just had to make this list. So, here we go. Number 10 is Mama Said. Fairly new song, came out at the end of last year. I really like this song, mainly because it kind of relates to stuff me and my mom say. Uh, Basically, this song is he's talking about a conversation him and his mom had, or conversations they've had over time, and it's just so close to me. Uh, some of the things he says, like when he said, "Mom said I need to sleep more," things like that, and like when they're talking about his girlfriend, like that's things moms and sons talk about. So it's gotta be. It's one of my favorites. Uh, Number 9 is State of You. State of You. He's kind of violent. Uh, he's kind of angry in this. Basically, he Joe just needs to be left alone. Just give this guy a space. But he talks about a lot. Like it's a deep. It's a pretty dark song. I'll just say that. Like Escape Route was a pretty dark piece of work right there. But yeah, that was number 9. Number 8, I have All of Me. He just goes, he talks about everything, from his girlfriend to drug use. Joe goes over, he says a lot of good stuff, let's just say that. He talks about his friends, uh, relationship with people. He, he just covers so much, and like everything is on point. He raps for about 7.5 minutes, but it's awesome. Like it's beautiful. That was on Moon Music 3, so check that out if you haven't. Number 7, Under the Sun. I really like Under the Sun. He's well, the third verse I just can't get enough of. Because you're much less. Sometimes you got to stand by your failures to recognize your success. Things like that. He just the wordplay. I'll say that. I really like the wordplay in this song. It had a lot of meaning to it. It's classic Joe right there. One of the reasons I'm a fan. Under the Sun. Number 6, Sing for the Moment. This is the best interpretation of this song ever. Yes, it's better than Eminem's version. Sing for the Moment is just it's just too much. He's talking about his hood, and people are disrespecting him. People who know him aren't even treating him right. Uh, that no longer alters myself. I'm gonna try not to like quote what he's saying, but just give you a gist. But I really thought "Sing for the Moment" was very personal, and he's talking about his fans, and how a lot of people didn't care for Joe Budden, but he's saying he's thankful. He says, "I'm thankful for every single fan that I get." You know, Years ago, shit, I was planning to quit. Uh, I need to stop doing that. But yeah, he's thankful for everybody who stood with him, because some fans will drop off and some of them will stay. So the ones who stay, those are the hardcore fans. Those are the important people. But he talks about a lot of that song too. Number 5 is "Pray for Me." Basically, he has this near death experience where he meets God, and him and God are going over a discussion, and he's talking to God about all these things that he doesn't see eye to eye with, basically. And God's trying to explain and break things down to him, but he's kind of hard headed, but very powerful song. Uh, so you gotta check out "Pray for Me," because it's like one of the best story songs. Uh, Speaking of story songs, number 4 is "Three Sides to a Story." That was a pretty good transition right there. But yeah, Three Sides to a Story is my number 4, and it's basically exactly what it is. There's 3 stories, 3 people. We have a brother, a sister, and uh, the uh, the mother's boyfriend. And there's this conflict. So first he talks about the brother who came back from jail and whatnot. Then he talks about the sister, but it's through their eyes. So he's not saying like Mary did this. He's saying my name is Mary or my name is Derek. And he paints this picture so well. Like you can see through these people's eyes. And then at the end, like the climax, when the cops come and stuff, it's just crazy. Like it sounds like it could be a Law and Order episode. Let's just say that. Like it was that graphic. It's that good. It's one of the best story songs in hip hop, period. Not just Joe, but in hip hop. So number 3 is Whatever It Takes. Some very early Joe Budden. Whatever It Takes is just so inspirational because he's talking about his downs, he's talking about his ups. I really like the wordplay. I talked about wordplay earlier, but I really like the wordplay in this song because like, he'll say a certain thing and then rhyme something that sounds almost exactly like it, but the way he, like his diction, the way he like twists the words, I just love it. But yeah, so inspirational. Just talking about what he's going through and whatnot. But yeah, awesome song right there. It's good workout music too. So number 2 is Do Tell. Basically, Joe is saying, tell something to everybody I know. Everybody who had an acquaintance or a relationship with me, he might be apologizing. He might be saying, tell somebody this, tell somebody that, tell somebody this. Do Tell is one of the best songs, not rap songs, but it's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's just so deep, and I love the beat. It's just so powerful. Do Tell. So number 1, my favorite Joe Budden song of all time is Just to Be Different. Okay, he's talking about the record label he was on, basically how he was mistreated and whatnot. He's kind of saying how good he is and like what he deserves. I first of all, Just to Be Different is just so dark. Uh, he starts off, I don't trust no one. I just love Just to Be Different. That's one of the reasons why I'm a fan. Because I was a fan before I heard that, but that song was so strong. It got me hooked on him even more. So you gotta hear these songs. You gotta hear these songs. That was top 10. There were a lot of good songs that didn't make it, like, If I Gotta Go, Ayo, Good Enough, Secrets, Dear Diary, When It All Implodes, Downfall, Anti, just so many. The list goes on. But yeah, check out Joe Budden if you haven't heard him, and let me know what you think. Thanks for